Hi there, how you doing? So today I want to address the question that I get probably most often from other folks that live in the Silicon Valley, or maybe live in an area with higher average homes. Is why Fresno or why the Central Valley? So just in case you don't know where it is, you don't live in California, the Bay Area, San Francisco, San Jose, Fresno is east and south. So it's sort of the Central Valley where a lot of farming is done in that kind of stuff. So lower average income, lower prices, things of that nature. So as always, I want to give you, the truth. And really, with this question, there's two answers. There's one when we started 15 years ago, and one why we stayed there. So let's give you both. 15 years ago, it's roughly 2003. We had spent about 6 months looking for our first investment property within 30 minutes of our home, right? And then 45 minutes, and then an hour. And nothing made sense, right? We just couldn't find anything that made sense, right? We probably haven't had offered a property in the Silicon Valley that would make sense in a rental unless you've owned it forever or you had a huge down payment. And that's just not where we were, right? We couldn't afford the price points, and they certainly didn't make sense as cash flow rentals. So we were at a crossing roads, right? Do we give up, do something else, or where do we go? And that's when we pulled out a California map. We had a compass, and we started drawing circles, right? 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And Fresno was the first city of size that seemed to offer properties that made sense. It was important for us to be able to drive to our properties. Now, I know that's not the case for lots of investors. Some of you, invest out of state and you do the whole turnkey model, and that just wasn't for us. Not judging either way, just giving you our answer. So Fresno was the first market that made sense, and as I've written about in the book, and hopefully it would be out there pretty soon, we bought a house on Norris Drive, 107 grand, rented for $1,095, and we were off and running. We bought 5 or 6 properties that first couple of years in Fresno, and we stayed there. So. Short answer, 15 years ago, it was the only market that made sense. We spent a long time looking in the Bay Area, just silly. Now, why have we stayed, right? Why did we stay in Fresno when we could have gone anywhere? We could have gone to Texas, Arizona, Nevada. Frankly, we could have sold stuff in Fresno and moved equity here. One, we had a team already set up. I actually like the Fresno market a lot. It wasn't impacted by the .com bust, for example, that really impacted the Bay Area. The average income has not gone up or down a lot, which means it's pretty stable. I'm just a fan of that market because, again, I believe in this statement. I live where I want to live, but I invest where the money makes sense. And maybe you're in a market where it doesn't make sense for you to buy a rental. Don't, right? The whole idea of this model we're following is no alligators, right? You're not going to have a negative cash flow property if you're following anything I'm saying. That's like rule number one. So find a market near you, and maybe out of state makes sense. I don't know, right? That's a topic for a different video. But again, I wanted to answer why Fresno, why the Central Valley. Only market that made sense 15 years ago, still makes sense today. I like the market. I'm still investing dollars there. It's where, I don't know, 90% of our net worth is, and I'm perfectly happy with it. So that's why Fresno. I still love the market. I still look every day. And I think it offers the right kind of, the money makes sense, right? I'm going to get a return on my hard-earned dollars. And that's the only reason we were able to retire. It wasn't because, hey, we own 3 houses in San Jose or Mountain View or Los Altos that were negative cash flow $6,000 a month. Right? You can't retire on those stupid numbers. You got to be able to have positive cash flow every month. You got to be able to build a portfolio over time. So that's why Fresno, and that's why we're staying there. So hope this helps. Thanks. Bye.